Leaving Mount Morris, we cross the bridge over the Genesee River on Route 36, and then we will switch to seeing Seneca Foods, which cans vegetables. There is a old dam that held a reservoir. I believe it was for the railroad or the canal. It was one of the two. Could have been for a mill, but I'm pretty sure it was for the railroad or the canal. Here's the Mount Morris entrance to Letchworth State Park. That's the building where you pay to go in. And then we'll be switching to the parking lot of the Mount Morris Dam. There's the little area there, and then here's the dam, and be back. Okay, now we have another section of voiceover after the sounds of the river. This clip will eventually show a sign that tells about the dam and the park and such. You can pause the video and read that sign if you want. Most of the snow has melted in the area, so this was a fairly warm day. River runs south to north, the Genesee River does. So the downriver is to the north, down that way. The dam protects the city of Rochester and the other communities along the Genesee River from flooding, and really did its job in the flood of '72 when Hurricane Agnes hit. There's some stuff about the dam. You can pause the video here and read that stuff. You'll be able to read everything on that sign if you pause it. And here's the other side of the kiosk. It's the map of Letchworth State Park. We are off to the right, and I'll be going in close to where we are in a second. There we are. You are here, and that's the rest of the park. Here I'm at Hogsback Overlook in Letchworth State Park, where the river bends. Genesee River runs south to north. Here it bends around. You can see some ice in the middle there and some debris. Future video, I'll come back. James and Millie in the Discord server in the photography section. If you scroll back, you should be able to find the photos of this from the other side, taken from right about there. When the river is at its normal height and there's green in the bottom, you can see the trees coming up out of the water. There are trees under all this water. That the water is so deep that you can't see the trees at all. There is trees on the riverbed. There have been times that the water has been over that middle part of the Hogsback. One of those was Hurricane Agnes in 1972. In fact, here's a picture of it. In 1972, Hurricane Agnes, that little spit of land, the water was that high. Here we were driving along Saltvale Road, north of Wyoming. Before this, the snow was too thick to record anything. To our left is a road that has been closed for years. It's a dead end. It dead ends at the railroad tracks. Up to the right, it goes up the hill. There's a bunker silo that's no longer used in the left. And this field over to the right, this pasture, at least used to have a bull in it. Fortunately, the windshield's a little dirty. Later on, the windshield gets dirtier and I wasn't able to film. Some more fields, some woods, typical scenery of New York State. There used to be a barn off in there. Here we're still, actually it's technically Wyoming Road that we're on. Come alongside the Rochester and Southern. At this point there was a switch that used to go to the Markin tubing. In a minute we'll be passing what was once Griffith Energy. It is now Superior Plus Propane. Burnwell, Griffith, Townsend, all were merged into Superior Plus, and you can see there's the yellow cab, a Superior Plus truck with a Griffith Energy tank. There was one Griffith Energy truck still in the lot. Slowly, as the years have gone by, they have transferred them over to Superior Plus paint and markings. Returning on to Route 19 off of Wyoming Road, this is Pearl Creek. Pearl Creek is to the left. Here we're passing a storage unit complex that is named the Johnson Space Center. And it does have a space shuttle on the sign. It's a small farm. This is a very tiny farm compared to most of the farms around. It's amazing to me that they make a go of it. They look like they are beef cattle instead of dairy cows. Here, a curve around 19 takes a curve and two roads come in. I tipped the camera a little bit more to add a little bit more of effect. The field to the left is fallow, and the field to the right was the last crop that was planted in it was wheat. Fields are often left to go fallow after a time, puts nutrients back in the soil. That barn was standing for a long time. Then not that long ago, they tore the barn off the foundation and left the foundation and the floor of the barn. Business coming up on our right is a livestock auction place. This place is where they sell cattle and sheep, pigs, any type of livestock. There's a big old house to our left, and then a smaller, more modern house, and then the Pavilion Fire Department. So we're coming into Pavilion at this time. A bit rough road. That's a road to the cemetery. Pavilion is a small hamlet. It is not a village. There's a cemetery on the hill. And various houses. It's a couple four squares. Windshield is really starting to get dirty at this point. The brick building is 5-Star Bank, and you can see the post office was before it. 5-Star Bank, that location, the bank itself is not open anymore. They only have a 24-hour ATM there. There's a traffic light, Citgo gas station on the right corner, and there's a pizza place, ice cream parlor on the left side over there. If they're still open, I don't know if they couldn't make a go of it through the pandemic or not. Another house, and then is the old Pavilion Fire Hall. Some houses. Now we're coming out of Pavilion, heading towards Leroy. I intended on recording through Leroy, but the windshield got so dirty that it wasn't focusing outside of the vehicle. It was only focusing on the dirt. We're going to be switching over to dusk right now. Fortunately, it's a little out of focus. So I had trouble getting in focus, but going to record on the way back. I kept wanting to we were at my brother's. I kept wanting to get out of there, and just wouldn't have any of it. She just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. So unfortunately, I was not able to get this in daytime. This road is a Watka trail. You're going along with the hill on one side and Watka Creek on the other side, what's our left side currently. It comes along to the road, then goes away for a little bit, and there's the houses, and then it comes back along the road. I used snow to clean the windshield as best as I could, but then it got worse. You can see streaks in the windshield, unfortunately. I had to deal with that. Then we're going to be switching to Route 19 again. This is north of Leroy. We just passed Ace Hardware. There's a fatal accident at that intersection not that long ago. And we're going to be going down the main road, and you can see the sunset off in the distance, off to our right. Fortunately, this video is not that great, but I wanted to get this finished in one day, so getting delayed getting out of there. Was also planning on recording a bridge that's being replaced tomorrow. They closed the road. They're closing Route 19 north of Warsaw, replace a bridge, and it's completely dark by the time I get down there. There was no way I could record going over the bridge, which was a real disappointment. But fortunately, when you have other people that are controlling how you get there, controlling what you do, you can't always get the footage you want. Coming into Leroy, we're in the village of Leroy now. Leroy is, I don't remember how many people are in Leroy. It's a decent sized village, large village actually. There used to be 3 railroads through here, and if it was daytime, you'd see there was a feed mill on our right there. They used to be served by one railroad. This is originally Rochester and State Line, then there was Buffalo, Rochester, and Pittsburgh, then Baltimore, Ohio is now the Rochester and Southern. Those tracks go down to Silver Springs. There's some and some other industries. You can see as the street lights come out how dirty the windshield is, the streaks from the windshield wipers. But through here there's houses on both sides and such, and there's a church over there. I don't remember if we passed the first church or not. Yeah, we did. Coming to the traffic light, to the first we'll pass a vacant lot where there used to be a gas station. We used to get gas there all the time, and then all of a sudden the gas station closed, and then it was gone. Walgreens on our right there. They tore down the Masonic Temple for that, or the Masonic Hall, whatever you want to call it. The big building with the clock is the Leroy Village Hall. It's also the police station. Those round windows on the front, those 3 on the right side, that is the old fire hall bays. The fire hall is now 5 bays off the back on Clay Street, which is 19. We're on Main Street now, heading towards Burger King, and the video will be ending in a few seconds. Unfortunately, this is the best footage I could get. Have to deal with it.